Greetings, Cubs. Welcome or welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. So today I'm going to go ahead and do a reading on Seungri. So, former member of Big Bang, Seungri is, I've been seeing that he's being released from prison, I think in January or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. And so basically what I want to do is just do a quick reading to see what kind of energy is around him or going to be around him when he gets let out his cage. Okay, I am freestyling, meaning I'm just gonna grab some random decks and see what kind of comes out. I didn't plan ahead on what tarot or oracle decks I want to use, so I am just going to go ahead and shuffle this one and see what energy comes out for Seungri. This is my Dark Mirrors Oracle deck. Dark Mirrors Oracle deck. Okay. Energy around Seungri. I have another deck I want to use, actually. I just thought of one as well. This is my Shaman's Oracle. Shaman's Dream Oracle is also what I'm going to use for what energy is around Seungri and his release. We're going to touch on lastly, this is going to be a pretty short reading hopefully. We're going to also lastly touch on what he's going to do upon release. Okay, so for now we're just going to see what we have. So starting off we have the card, Is This Me? So, Is This Me is talking about Seungri coming out and having to recognize who he is going to be as a person or former idol or celebrity once he exits the military. Not military, Lord, he's not on military. He's prison, once he exits prison. So, there may be some changes for him within what used to be his world and how people react to him, or maybe even people that he knew. And I'm not sure if how much he expects it, but judging by the Is This Me card, I don't think he will actually expect it to be maybe as different as he initially thought. We have the Crossing. Okay, initiation. There does seem like there is going to be a whole process for him upon his release. There's going to be a process of acceptance, kind of like, what is it, the whole sort of grieving cycle. There are a lot of things that he's going to have to adjust to, including adjusting to people who are no longer going to treat him the same, or who decide they no longer even want to be a part of his life. You know, things like that. Now, with this Fortune's Wheel, I do have it upright, but I'm not really sure to what end he actually will have luck. Because on one end, I do see there may be potential luck in career, but not necessarily circumstance. I know that sounds like odd to say, but like, I don't see him being in a lot of fortunate positions, even if he will be able to bounce back and make money. We have Surrender and we have Detox. Repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So there are, like I said, the whole thing right now I'm seeing for Seungri is going to be a lot of him having to accept the terms and conditions that he will be on with people he previously knew, or a lifestyle that he previously knew. Him also having to realize that he cannot act the same. Like, he can't, even when it comes to the way he deals with his friendships, he can't just go back to being buddy-buddy. He can't just go back to making jokes the way he used to. There's going to be like senses of his humor that people are going to find very off-putting. And again, this is including his inner circle. People like, yeah, like that, it's not the time. Like, that's too soon. Like, that's not cute. Making a joke about it isn't cute. Like, things like that. There's a lot of self-reflection but he has to go through these stages of kind of coming out, thinking everything is going to be fine, thinking people are just going to kind of get over it, or he can go back to certain relationships the way they are, to realizing that's not the case. Regardless of if he even gets opportunities, people are not going to treat him the same. And also having to realize that there are going to be a lot of his personal behaviors that he's going to have to check, because he will be called out on it by people around him. So it's a lot of self-reflection. It's a lot of him realizing he actually does have to change who he is, or the way that he is, for the sake of the people that he still may want in his life. Okay. Again, I'm still freestyling here with the decks that I'm choosing, so right now I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Yeah. Jesus, they are flying. Yeah, he's not. It's pretty much saying the same thing. It looks like for the most part, and I'm going to just go ahead to the tarot after this part. I'm going to pull actually one more oracle, but it looks like for the most part, it's really a whole bunch of realizations that he's going to be coming to. We have patience, heartache, and loss. Again, realizing once he comes out, the same people that he loved before and that were there around him, or even may have supported him, are not going to be there. He's going to go through a lot. It's going to be a forceful cleansing for him before it is then a volunteered cleansing. We have emotional withdrawal. You'll have moments of him, again, seeming to be very cold, because he will not be able, he doesn't take well the way people will still see him in a certain light. Like, it's just like, even if there were people who ride for him or rode for him before he went to prison, even when he comes out, like, those same people who rode for him will still look at him sideways, like, well, I already know what you did. I already know what you look like. It is what it is. They're going to look at him differently. And that's going to be what really kind of has him looking at himself differently. Also acting rather cold, saying, you know, like I said before, kind of saying very off the wall things that, again, even people that he thought were supporters of him are going to check him for, like, why would you say that? That wasn't appropriate. That wasn't cute. You already know, you know, what your image is attached to now. Why would you make a joke like that? Things like that. And as we have movement, choices, and decisions right here, it's talking again about he is going to have to think before he speaks. He's going to have to look before he steps. He's going to have to relearn how to act like a human being and a decent person in the eyes of the public. And passion ignited. That is going to be his new task. His new path, to relearn how to be acceptable in the public eye. Okay. Anything else? And then I'm going to go to the tarot and just see if there's anything else I can see. Alright, these cards are kind of flying all over the place once again. So, alrighty. Again, the ending card. Okay. So, we have the fork in the road. Yeah, fork in the road is more of a huge obstacle at this point. He's going to, it's really the same thing. He's going to have to change it up. This is more talking about he's going to have a time limit. It's not going to be something where he's going to have a time limit. He's not going to have all the time in the world to make the changes necessary for people to accept him again. He's going to have to change, and he's going to have to do it rather quickly. He's going to be kind of also studying the people around him, how they act, how they move, and actually using that as a form of it, like using them as a way to imitate how they act, imitate how they behave. I think he's going to be, I don't remember when Seungri actually went to jail. I don't think it was that long. I feel like it's only been like a year. I can't remember. But when he gets back into the public, there is this generation that's out or whatever, or the people that are out, there's a shift in mindset. A shift in mindset and a shift in acceptability that he's not used to, and he's going to have to learn really quickly. And as we lastly have on this oracle, poised. Again, I've been saying it. In the end, he's going to have to change his mannerisms, change the way he acts, learn how to be a decent person. I don't want to, keep repeating myself, so I apologize. But I wanted to pull a few cards, and they're essentially still saying the same thing. There's a lot that he's going to have to learn, and he's going to have to pick it up rather quickly if he wants to have any luck within the industry. Alright, I think I'm going to use my zombie tarot just to see if there's anything else for Seungri, if there's going to be any changes for him. Will he end up getting back in trouble again? Those kind of things. For now, let me put these up. Let's put that there. Alright. Alrighty. What's next for Seungri once he is released from prison? Let me stop shaking the table. I apologize for the unsteady camera. And will he end up getting back in trouble with the law anytime soon? Okay. We have the Hangman in reverse, Death, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the High Priestess. Well, first of all, I do believe Seungri is going to end up getting himself into trouble again, whether it be something big involved in the law or something small involving in his public, still large on a public scale, but small in the getting involved with, the law kind of thing. But on a, one way or another, Seungri will get in trouble again. I don't know when, but he will get in trouble again. And this time it will be more of by choice. Not more of by choice. It's going to be very deliberate. And the reason is, it seems like there's a situation that he absolutely could avoid in the future, but he goes out of his way to do this thing that he knows that he shouldn't do. It's like something that almost like he really could have bypassed, like something where he really could have minded his business. He did not have to get involved. He did not have to go out of his way to do this thing. But it's almost like he almost avoids it and double takes and decides, you know what, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it. And he does it, and that is going to be the end of him. After that, if Seungri decides to make a huge public mess up, or even get involved again where even the cops or police suspect anything from him, that will be the end of his career. I don't see jail per se, so it may be just a public thing where he really does something that turns, that may possibly ruin his career or put a period at the end of his career, just end it. But the interesting thing is, it may be something that he's excited about, because it's like after that he will be waiting for some form of result. Whatever it may be, I believe he's going to be pretty okay with that. Pretty okay with that. Secretly though. Or it may be a secret that he did this, like the intentions behind it. Like, it's like he doesn't want people to know that he really did go or really will. Like, in this case, if he does get in trouble, he wouldn't want people to know that he actually went out of his way to do this deliberately. Yeah, and that he enjoyed causing that kind of trouble. What is this? For him, it would almost be like a new business tactic. That's interesting. It's not gonna, I don't see that working out too much in his favor. He may also have a lover that he's going to run away with. So he may like find somebody, deliberately end his career, and quite literally go overseas. Go overseas with a lover, or go overseas and settle down with a lover. These are the potential outcomes of Seungri's return and what may happen for him in his future. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. This was supposed to be just a little quick checkup on him and what's going on and what will be going on potentially in his future. Remember to take all my readings with a grain of salt. I do not claim that any of this is fact or real. You know, just use your own judgment however it goes. But thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time in the Lion's Den. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at the Lion's Den Tarot. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want to see more readings like this. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, that heart button, whichever. And yeah, bye all. Love you.